Hey guys, today as promised we're gonna take a look at the hammer compartments of the Umarex SAA. So basically just to see why you cannot fan this gun, otherwise you will destroy the firing mechanism of the revolver itself. So let's get started. First, make sure the gun is unloaded. As you can see, no shells inside. Reset the hammer, pop out the grip, make sure there's no CO2 inside. Then you have to take out or loosen this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 screw. Total of 6 screw. Loosen them, and you can take out this metal shells out. So do that now. And once you have done, you can take this metal shells out. Be careful of that. And there you go. Put this aside. Don't keep those screws inside. I recommend you to keep those screw inside. Don't take them out. Just to, cause those screws are different sizes. You can now see the internals of the revolver itself. Let me how to take out the hammer spring. First, take out the spring first. This is the spring to basically put some pressure against this metal rods, so that you can, when you cock the hammer, the chamber will rotate at the same time. And then take out this metal rods. You don't have to take out the trigger, because it's not very necessary. If it's broken, just replace it. But otherwise, if it is fine, don't touch it. It's kind of tricky to like put it back together. So how to take out the hammer? First, press the trigger, and then just wiggle it out. There you go. How this gun works basically, when you cock the hammer, uh, like this, the chamber will rotate, of course. When you the hook of the trigger will kind of hook against this kind of hammer sear right here. So when you pull the trigger like this, it will release the hammer, and then it will trigger the gas system to release the CO2 and then fire the BBs. Basically like that. There's a tiny little spring here, so that it kind of spring back the hammer, so that it won't keep releasing gas on just one BB. Okay. Now here's the hammer spring. Now what you need is a plier. Press on the hammer spring so that it will pop out. Pull back the hammer spring of the plier. It's kind of tricky actually. And just wiggle it out like this. And there you go. Here's the hammer spring. So basically, why you cannot fan the gun is because this tiny little parts right here, this tiny little parts of the spring, it is very short, as you can see. Let me show that on my supplier. There you go. This part right here is very short, which means that it doesn't have enough surface area to support the intense fanning actions of the hammer. So if you just keep fan the gun, it puts a lot of pressure on this tiny little parts of the spring, and it's very easy to break this part and your gun won't shoot anymore. So basically it's that kind of reason. So don't find the gun. The spring is basically, I think, is the weakest part of the gun itself. Other parts of the gun is totally fine, as if you just maintain them, don't touch them, it will be totally fine. So yeah, basically don't fan the gun. So now we're gonna reassemble the whole gun. Um, put this spring back on first. Show you. Basically, actually, you don't really need a supplier. You just need your finger. But if, say, it is too strong for you, better use a supplier to help you out. And once you have done, make sure the hammer spring is secure so that it won't pop back out. Put back the hammer. Pull the trigger first. And just wiggle it in. There you go. Make sure it's secure. Then put back this metal rods right here. Make sure it's connecting to the seal of the chamber. And just put the spring back on. How do you do so? Basically have the shorter parts connecting, insert into the hole of the hammer, and have the long side line against this metal rods, and just put the metal shell back in. I recommend you to do this while you're lifting up the whole gun, and there you go, it's secure. And just tighten all those 6 screws, so do that now. Once you have done, put back the grip. Okay, now check the function of the gun. Make sure when you cock the hammer, the chamber will rotate. Okay. There you go. Cock the hammer, press the trigger, and it should be releasing the hammer all the time. Check the function of safety. Yep, there you go. The trigger is now secure. Disengage the safety. The gun, you can now fire the gun. So that's all for the disassembly of the hammer compartment of the gun. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video.